Hi, my name is Julie, and today we're going to talk about food. So, this could take a full day seminar, but I will try to condense this into a few minutes and just hit the highlights of things that are very important for you to focus on to help balance out your health and your hormones. So, this was posted early on in the group. If you didn't see this, please go back. I'll try to post it in files, but if you can find this printed out and keep this up on your fridge, it'll be a great reminder for the different boot camp guidelines for the week and also the different foods that you should be focusing on to help your health. So we're going to be talking about protein, carbs, fats, and phytoestrogens. These are all very important for balancing out your health. Now, you're going to be hearing something maybe a little bit radical. I really think it's important to have a balance of all of the macronutrients, not focusing too much on one and not avoiding one completely. You need a balance of them all. There's a reason why your body needs them, but it needs them in the right balance and the healthier options. So here's what a healthy meal will look like. A healthy meal has some whole grains. It has some healthier protein options, unlimited veggies, and you can pick a healthy fat. So ideally, you have a meal that has this kind of a balance every single time. It's a little bit hard to figure that out. So I have a quarter plate food guide that you're welcome to print off. I'll post it for you. And this is a really handy tool, and I've used it for years when I've talked to people about health and nutrition. It shows you how to have, just enough protein on your plate and the carbohydrates. The balance is important. If you have too much protein and not enough greens or veggies, you can actually make your body acidic and dehydrated, and it doesn't work very well. If you get too many carbs, well, that brings on a whole other slew of problems like blood sugar and weight gain, and it's hard to manage stress. You probably won't sleep as well. And then if you're only eating veggies, you're going to be actually, if you're protein deficient, we'll talk about that later. So the balance is very important. This is also a great chart because it shows what the lower carb fruits and vegetables are, and then it shows the higher carb ones. But these are all healthier options. So it's a great chart to follow. Proteins. Aim for protein at every single meal, and if you can, even your snacks. So there's some great options there, but you need protein. First of all, it helps to release the hormones that control appetite, so that's really good. But you also need protein to make your hormones. We'll talk a bit more about that. Protein means primary, and the lead comes first. It's one of the most important macronutrients for your body. And too many times we're not getting enough. I see so many people who are protein deficient. So if you weigh about 150 pounds, you need on average 90 grams of protein daily. If you're very athletic, you could use more, but not usually do I see somebody who could use less. This is extremely important because if you are low in protein but not yet deficient, the very first symptom to occur is a weakened immune system. And I will attest to that because this is the last part of my program that I finally addressed because I didn't think I needed it. And when I finally addressed this and I started taking better sources of protein and being more consistent with it, it made the biggest difference in my health. So definitely this is something to address. The strength and health of the bones you'll have in 7 years is determined by the quality of protein you're eating right now. And extremely important for hormone balance. You cannot make hormones without complete proteins. So we're going to talk about complete proteins as well in a minute. What increases the need for protein? If you're very active, if you are a growing child, if you have a lot of stress, I don't know anybody that doesn't have any stress, recovery from injury, if you're pregnant or nursing, that doubles your need for protein. If you have immune challenges. Now, this slide is busy, so there's two main points that I want to make here with this one. First of all, you need enough protein. If you don't get enough protein, your body, it needs protein to complete certain functions that your body has to have done every day. So there's certain things that your body just needs to be able to do. And if you're not fueling it with the right materials to help it do these things, what's it going to do? It's not like you're going to lose an arm or something if you don't get enough protein in a day, but you will lose some glandular health. You will lose some muscle tone. Your body will actually start to tear down some of its existing structures in order to get the protein or amino acids that it needs. So very important to get enough. Okay, you cannot build health without enough protein. Also, you need enough complete protein. So if you are not a vegetarian, then you could eat some of the meat-based or so the animal-based proteins. If you are a vegetarian, soy is the only known plant-based complete protein, and we'll address soy in a minute. If you are a vegetarian, then I encourage you to eat a lot of complementary proteins so that your body is getting a variety of different proteins. Each protein will have a little bit of a slightly different composition of the amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. And by doing that, then you're going to give your body a better chance to have the complete proteins that it needs. So hopefully that's not too confusing. If you're confused, don't worry, just follow the chart. Eat a lot of different animal proteins, fish, eggs, and then also soy is an excellent choice. And just try to have a good blend of all of your vegetables, nuts, and seeds, legumes, and greens. If you just every day make a conscious effort to have a good blend of that, then you'll be doing great. Here's a different, some different protein options as well, and showing how many grams you would have per serving. So quinoa is a good option. Tempeh is a good option. There's a lot of great options for protein. Now here's a slide on soy. I really want to address this because some people say to me, oh, no, I don't want to have soy. And when they're coming to me with hormone issues, I will usually suggest to them a few things. And I think Liz will actually address some of that in her presentation. But the soy is very important. It is one of the first things I will suggest because it's known to help balance out hormones for women. It has anti-cancer properties and helps a lot for bone density, as long as it's properly processed. So I do not use soy milk. I don't use, heavily processed soy foods. I make sure the soy I use is non-GMO, properly processed, water washed, and has all the beneficial ingredients that I want it to have. So soy isoflavones have been proven to have a weaker and slightly different effect than estrogen. So that's something that I believe we'll address on the toxin-free day. So more information on that is coming. And also cancer risk. Most studies find no negative effect. In fact, in some cases, soy will actually offer protection against certain cancers. There's been little to no negative effect for thyroid function. There's really no proven negative impact of soy unless it's been improperly processed or if it's GMO. So soybeans are rich in nutrients and beneficial plant compounds. Diets rich in minimally processed soy foods can offer various health benefits, including improved heart health, fewer menopause symptoms. That is true. I know it's helped a lot of women with menopause, and a lower risk of certain cancer. So you want to balance out your hormones, this is a great thing to look at. So eat protein. Your body depends on it, but make sure that you do it right. Add your healthy fats. This will help to improve your mood, brain function, and hormone communication. So a very important thing for your hormones is omega-6. So a lot of these foods will include omega-6 in them as well. Flaxseed oil, avocados, chia seeds, walnuts, and more. Salmon is an excellent choice. So you want some good healthy fats every day in your diet as well. But I thought carbs were bad. I hear this from so many people. I can't have any carbs. I want a zero carb protein shake or a zero carb, everything has to be zero carb. And again, it's healthier carbs. So don't get confused with that. You want zero simple carbs, but you definitely need some of the complex carbs. So you need the energy. You need the energy that you get for your brain. It's a very good energy instantly for your brain. And you need the fiber from carbs to help fuel your body. You want to choose complex, healthy carbs. It'll help balance your blood sugar because of the fiber, and it'll help reduce stress hormones. And there's so many beneficial things with the healthier carbs. So, and you'll see there, sweet potato is actually another healthy carb. chia seeds, oats, quinoa, beans, lentils, a lot of the fruits. You can choose lower carb ones or higher carbs. So these are very excellent foods to eat. So please don't eat zero carb, just eat zero junk. So that's a good way to put it. This slide will be posted in the group for you to print out if you'd like. It's a really good reference sheet for looking at which foods are very healthy for you to eat for your hormones. And also it helps you focus in on different things to add to your grocery list. So avocado has plant sterols that help balance out your cortisol, your stress hormones, estrogen, and progesterone, two important female hormones. Broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, kale, all the cruciferous vegetables, they help to pull out the bad estrogens from your body. So very good for you to be eating that as well. Raw almonds, different nuts, they have omega-3 and protein. Apples help support progesterone production. So an apple a day, it's even good for your hormones. Pomegranates, it blocks extra or excess, too much estrogen production. Cherries have melatonin in them, which help for sleep. Good sleep helps for repair and repair your glands. Healthier glands means you are going to have healthier hormones too. Sweet potatoes, that helps give you the nutrients to balance your progesterone. So sweet potatoes are an excellent food for females to have. Legumes, and again, you'll see there's soybeans, has fiber, protein, and an excellent source of phytoestrogens, especially the soybean. So again, keep it non-GMO and properly processed. So if you're wondering what phytoestrogens are, basically it's a weaker estrogen that will help block the bad estrogens on your cell. And that's something that will be that Liz will dive into in better detail later on in the week and also in the final presentation. So please stay tuned for more information about phytoestrogens. Sesame seeds, pumpkins, sunflower, hemp, and chia, especially flax seeds, are excellent, but these all contain zinc, omega-3 and 6. And again, omega-6 is very important for hormones. Vitamin E, phytoestrogens, there's that word again, and lignans. Lignans are great for helping to protect you against breast cancer as well. Flax seeds, little tip, buy them whole. Don't buy them already milled, because oxidation, when the oxygen will hit the oil in the seed, it can go rancid very quickly. So please buy it whole, mill it daily in a food magic bullet or a coffee grinder, and 3 to 6 tablespoons a day. Sprinkle it over your oatmeal, salads, over your food. I don't recommend it in the smoothies because it makes the smoothies very thick and very fast. But you can just eat it in a variety of different ways. Just sprinkle it here and there. So it's a great thing to add. This is the last slide. So hopefully you've stuck with me this far. This has been a lot of information. But please, a few of the main tips here again: don't skip breakfast and graze. So tomorrow we're going to talk about emotions, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about why it's so important to eat food throughout the day, to have fuel throughout the day. And we're going to talk about an important gland that really needs that, the constant fuel. So eating a good breakfast will give you nutrition and energy for the whole day. You know what? You want to choose foods that are rich in protein and fiber, and that again will power you through your day. And no, drinking coffee does not count as breakfast. I'm sorry. Graze. So your adrenals, they need fuel every 2 to 3 hours while you're active. So give it to them. Protein, greens, and good fats. I keep saying that to people. I'd say just protein, greens, and good fats. Keep that in your head and try to have those type of foods every time that you eat. Are you fueling or are you full? So are you fueling your body or are you eating just to feel full? So every time you have some food on your plate, just look at it and say, I am what I eat. Is this what I want to be? Okay, do I want to have this type of nutrients fueling me? Am I going to feel full or am I going to be fueled? So let's all aim to be fueled. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of this boot camp. Thank you.